morning to the dark moon's chosen lord. This is episode 23. And we decided to rename the stream primarily because we are now the Elden Moon. Last episode we straight sprinted right in here, all up into these Shadowlands, searching for answers. And quite a bit of exploring of the first area of the map. I'm sure there is something I missed, I guarantee it. That being said, if you want to go check out the previous episodes, all of them, as per usual, are recorded during the stream and are uploaded then to my YouTube channel, which is linked in the description of my Twitch channel, or my bio, whatever you want to call it. So if you want to check those out, feel free to head on over there. Those are all 22 other episodes. So today, push deeper across this ridiculously big ridge. Straight into across our place. Excuse me, sir. Could you thank you. Go back as soon as see, that was worth going back for. We probably wouldn't have used it yet, but that might not have been worth going back for. But you know, sometimes that is how it do. Onwards. Oh. Now we are seeing remains of Carian troops. Lands of Shadow. Die. I am the Lord of Carians. Thou shouldst kneel before me and quake in terror of the dark moon. So should this conspectus, this school of wizards, the Lazuli, my understanding is that they specifically worship the moon. Not just that they're sorcerers, but that they worship. Which means they probably worship my goddess Rannis, which means they should also then extend that courtesy to me. be like that. Let's try that again without dying. Apparently that troll knight is just well, he's a gone forever. Which is a little bit unfortunate. Oh man, unequipped the comet ring just now. Require flame. Yeah, I've done flame required stuff before. I do like that fire always equates to doing something quote unquote bad. It's like the fellow god, giant magic, you know, all the fire and stuff that's evil. heavy magic damage. That's interesting. With the doggos in this game. Unironically, that's actually one of the reasons I wanted the spear. Because with the spear you can still attack while guarding. Makes dealing with enemies like that less infuriating. I don't know why I put it back in the chest, but you know, genius level IQ and whatnot. thing that I want to use rather. Let's see, so allegedly it's right there. unfortunate. Or Oleg. I keep saying Ingval. We haven't been using Ingval for many moons. We're back here. I kind of wish that there was like a round table or something similar where, you know, you have a new spirit tuner that you've met, or even maybe that they've traveled with you.
Now.
Oh boy, Hugh here's not doing too hot. For some pursuit. See what that gets me. I don't think anything really good. Which can guarantee nothing useful for us, but worth checking out at least, I think. Beast from Ross Stomp. Can that be put on anything? International wire. Huh. It's actually kind of interesting. Put it on the lady, I think. So I might do a little bit of playing around with that thing.
Now.
No! Probably should make sure I know how many.
Now.
I need one. I hope I have that bell. It'd be great if I didn't have that bell. I don't. Alrighty, interesting. Okay. Smithing stone. Silk scepter tweaky. Should've done that when I was doing the binding of all the other ones. That's actually really funny. We went right by it. Okay, so we'll make a slight detour. Makes me wonder if I just haven't explored this area quite as well as I thought I had. 7 of them. Sounds about right. That sounds about right. Probably still didn't buy enough. We're just about to rinse and repeat that issue.
Now.
Let's get schmiffin'. Again. Very nice. I had enough to get me all the way there. Well, so. Only problem with... So the only problem with using the wolf instead of the Carian is the Carian blocks. Oh, actually, now that I look at it, not all that much more. Does 14 more holy damage negation, and 8 more magic. It looks cooler, and yeah, drip drown. boss fight. Look at that, the boss fight. Crazy. Alright. Single hit. Holy crap. Interesting spell to try for this. She brought the belt to me. Crazy fight. Now we can call for help. That ain't a thing. I need a lot more stamina and endurance for infiltrating. Go back and talk to Ansbach. Crap. We should do that before we go up here. So I don't know if that like sends him somewhere else, you know. So we found a whole bunch of crosses. Hello there, friend.
Righteous tarnished. What brings you here?
How you doing, brother? Or
Righteous tarnished.
maybe it doesn't. What? Okay. Was he just making a joke when he asked us to come back and tell him? Or maybe those just weren't like unique ones? Intriguing. Alright, well, that was a waste of time. Intriguing. Huh, okay. So she is a Carian princess, which means she is related to Ranni and Rennala. So I would assume sister? Sister, daughter. I don't know, she's in the royal family somehow. Alright. Maybe, you know, maybe it's only the unique ones. So like this one's got a different message. So maybe now I gotta go back.
Hello again. Did you meet my compatriots? They're quite the congregation, from places as far and wide as you can imagine. Doubtless they'd have all come to blows at first glance, were it not for the charm kindly Mikula put upon us. This is what allows us to serve together, the work of a living god.
So you guys aren't actually serving him, you're enthralled to him.
Wondering about the horn
That's
scent,
what I
are
just
you?
heard.
True enough. In any other circumstance, he'd be at our throats. Long ago, Queen Marika commanded Sir Messmer to purge the Tower folk, a cleansing by fire. It's no wonder the horn scent holds the Erdtree in contempt. That aside, man is by nature a creature of conquest, and in this regard, the Tower folk are no different. They were never saints. They just happened to be on the losing side of a war, but it's still a wretched shame.
Intriguing. So, America sent Mesmer. We haven't seen Mesmer yet, I don't think. To destroy the horn scent, which is the people that resided here. Intriguing. Which is why everything's in ruin.
We are all. It is what binds us.
We already asked about the horn scent. Let's go chat with
You
the
have
horn
a
scent.
knack for timing, my fellow. I found the site of a new cross. Take this.
Thank you, friend. Interesting. Okay, let's run back to Ansbach now. Let's see. Oh, sorry, Sir Ansbach, my bad. I forgot to put the respect on his name. This might be. My bee homie.
Righteous tarnished.
Okay, so got it. Aye, aye, Captain Crunch. Did I not rest at that site of grace? What an idiot! What an absolute goober. It seems like we in fact did not even discover it. Bunch of idiots. I say bunch of idiots like you guys messed up, not me. The immortal words of Shaggy. It wasn't me. Kind of want to try out this spell. Actually, kind of don't want to get into. All right, so it's kind of a hey, get off my weenie and go away type of thing, you know. Intriguing. It might be super useful against like trolls and whatnot. Big guys. Anything too big to not get it. Dragons. Oh my goodness, that's gonna be cracked against dragons. Sir, like, not run away, please. Okay, their hammer has like See, imagine getting Torrent all dressed up in that how dope that looks. I'm telling you, man, I want to armor up Torrent. I want to give him some sweet looking costumes. In fact, they can even be like actually straight up. It's two Torrent's capability of staying alive, you know. I think that would also be useful. I don't know, my lore is that he is my homie. He's like your only solid ally. Like you have very little friends in this game. You should keep them alive. Alright. That is a big old castle right there. I'm gonna go up to this church first though. We're gonna investigate. There's like saw the like castle that we're probably areas that you can get down into there. Like church first. Focus a little bit. That is a Statue of America.
Thou shalt not evade the flame of Mesmer.
My brother in Christ. We already did that.
cancer to thy joy.
Bro, that bowl cut is evil. I don't know what else to tell you. Oh man, there's no Central America like anywhere near here. You do be looking like there is stuff over there. Oh, and another knight or troll. Oh, this troll knight. Ghost. He doesn't have a head. Interesting. Headless troll. Oh, very interesting. Look, guys, I've chosen to spare you. Please, just leave me alone. Do you like that the dogs are weak to frost?
Thou shalt not evade the flame of Mesmer.
Crap.
Behold, I have
Alright.
excised another cancer to thy joy.
Are you way too obsessed with America? I hate to break it to you, brother, but she's dead. I killed her, and Ranni dispelled with her corpse and the ring that held it together. You pray to a dead god. A dead god that never cared about you. Let's remind him of that. Kind of wish they had done the whole what you do in the base game determines certain events in the DLC though. I say that it probably would have been way too convoluted. I mean, they would have had to write entire characters into areas
Thou
where
shalt
they are
not
currently
evade
not.
the flame of Mesmer. Forsake me not.
It's not that she's forsaken you. It's that she's dead. She can't help you. Even before you destroy her or fix her or whatever, she's crucified to the earth, the ring. She's been imprisoned. She has no power anymore. searched heavily. Let's do anything. I'm sure this does something for something, I guarantee it. I just don't know what. Alright, just real quick, fast travel back here, because we're gonna go down into the left now. Probably should have searched around the church. Probably would have been wise. They send you to an area that's only accessible via that thing. They're not like shortcut areas. They're just here's an area you can't get to normally. Type of thing. Looks like there's stuff down the middle of that too. Check out the end of the road down here. Oh, this is that upper area that I couldn't figure out. There's where you picked up a lady. All of that just for +4 ghost ward or glove ward. Alright, so now we'll check out the middle path. We've checked out high, we've checked out low. Now for the middle. You see like that continues on way over there. Yeah, 'cause when we teleported, we were there. No, we were there. No, right there, the middle platform. At least I think we were. The only spot that really makes sense so far as like what we can see. You're being mean to my horse, sir. You're being mean to me. Horse, idiot. Follow the left side always. I mean, you don't always have to follow the left side. It's just you should always follow one of the sides, whether it's left, whether it's right. You should always find a side to follow. It's just good for pathing. It'll make exploring a lot easier in your own worlds, and that goes for pretty much any exploration game, like Valheim. The dungeons, I always go left first, and I explore everything to the left. And eventually, that brings you all the way around to the right side of the map. Is that platform there? There's been a ladder here. Oh, but there's a you can get down there. I think one of the things I love about, especially Elden Ring, because I haven't really played any of the other FromSoft games, is that they, and I'm assuming this is all of them do this, but they seem to very much like they enjoy you exploring the worlds they build, and I'm all for that. Big fan of this. Jeez. You know, I wonder if I have any explosive bolts or fire bolts. all there is. You You sly dog, you got me monologuing. Am I out of... Anybody else wish to die? You should have stayed over where you were, buddy. Much safer location to be. Oil pots. Hit somebody with them, and I'm assuming it does the same thing as like the standard oil pots, where you then hit them with fire damage, you do significantly more damage. It's actually a little ludicrous how much damage it is. Oh, what the heck? Don't ask me to talk to yourself. Assuming that means that you can grind for their armor. I mean, if you can get their shield, I'm assuming you can get their hammer. Which means I'm assuming you can get their armor and their helmet. Brother, yeah. We're gonna get it. Or just me, 'cause why not? Bastard. Son of a bitch. Excuse me. Means all these goobers are back in. And I'm out of bullets. At least fire bullets. like a rock or something that's on fire, which in this game would be your pots, and yeet a flaming pot onto your battlements and kill or break the entire wall. We don't want no Helm's Deep up in here, okay? These guys are on flame cannons. These guys are obsessed with flames. Just saying, guys, it's a bit cringe. If you had an actual patrol schedule, you wouldn't have gotten bamboozled right there. And just like that, something back line. Outrageously bad defensive style. Flail. It's kind of neat. It's like got a fiery core with broad snakes on it. It's kind of cool aesthetic. Not useful for us because it's main scaling, but still looks cool. Thankfully, we don't have to go all the way back to the castle. We can just go here instead. Exploration of the middle path. Some dead sunflowers. That's always fun. I'm sorry, shadow sunflowers. They're not dead. Kind of gives me that whole living and death type vibe from the base game. Like, well, yeah, they're alive. I'm like, I don't know about all that. Call them whatever you want, but oh, skeleton. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say he's probably been dead a while. Guys, like, oh, can I attach my stick so that I can hit people with it? That's what Mr. Horseman was thinking. Whew. Ironically, we are gonna finish our way back here. If I had known there was nothing there, I would have just did that in the first place. Unfortunately, I am stupid. I suppose all that's left to do is go after that big old castle. And get some more shit out. I think. There's a path there. Still not explored any of these other paths, so we're gonna go back over here, back to the castle front. We're gonna go to the left until we can't, and then we're gonna go back to castle front and go right until we can't, and then we're gonna go back to the castle front and go right and down until we can't. Because it does look like that there is a splitting path here. There is something there. What? There's something. like to know how incompetent the Hornsent must have been to have lost that bridge. I mean, that is a crazy defensive structure. It's not like you can just go around it. Like, that's as huge. That's like as solid a defensive feature as like the Bridge of Cousin. I mean, maybe not quite as extreme because you know the Bridge of Cousin was a person wide, which would I don't know that you could feasibly take the Bridge of Cousin. Structure. Maybe I'm wrong. I just can't see feasibly how you could push across that bridge. I mean, the defenders are going to shoot one guy at a time. Y'all gotta let off flame pots, man. That's crazy. Those guys are down here for a reason, though. They're guarding something. The bees are doing very bad for us. It's pretty spooky down here. Oh, there's a crypt down here. Interesting. Militia here too. Also interesting. I see flames. Interesting. Look, guys, I'm not here for you. Okay, I would very much appreciate it if you would just leave me alone. Goodbye, idiots. Any secret tunnels? Don't seem so. Do we have enough points? What level are we at? I do believe we do. Look at that. Look at that, Scooby-Doo. We never checked out what's her face. Rellana had a reference. Let's see what all that has to offer. I kind of feel like we can get that cool dual swords that she had. That was a pretty neat setup. I'm here to bargain. Oh yeah. Oh man, that's a really low faith requirement too. I can almost meet that. I'd have to respec a little bit. Intriguing. Does fire and magic damage. That's kind of neat. That's pretty neat. Huh. That's also super good. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna grab that, and then we're gonna go and hit up a wandering mausoleum. Where's most easily accessible? Probably here. Yeah, mausoleum compound. Because what you do at these things, if you didn't already know, what we haven't dabbled in at all, is duplicating remembrances. So you can get all the stuff from a single thing. There's only so many of these though, and you can only duplicate one thing. So so humble opinion. Can't use that until I get it to 16 faith. That's fine. It's kind of like the Sword of Night and Flame, I'm assuming. Once you meet the bare minimums for both of them, and you just perk the one or the other. Gotta go. Probably that. I always like to have Terra Magica at the end, because then once you do Terra Magica, you're gonna do, you know, kind of just in order. So either at the start or the end, however you want to do it. Stuff like that really shouldn't be there. Why did I click play? Totally meant to say that like that. There. Is that one right there? Log ripped catacombs. See what we got going on down here. Actually, you know, we're gonna leave this for the start of the next episode. So we're gonna go back to the Lands Between again. Let me see if we can start the. Can't get that armor that I was talking about earlier. flip side, he gives you really crappy runes too. He only gives you 2k for as much work as this is. It's fine. It's fine. Somebody's mad at me. Just don't know who. Always look before you just jump, children. Back up here. Oh! Yeah! Awesome. Now the rest of the set is actually easier to get from a different guy. Easy money. Ironically, I don't actually have that unlocked yet, so we just gotta go over there. Probably means I haven't killed the thing here as well. so we're not actually here for the Dragon altar. We are here for Mans that spawns here. Drop chances as any of the knights that actually put up a fight, so just makes it easier to farm the feet and the legs. Well, I actually might already have those just from yeah, so we'll check that before we do too much of this nonsense. Okay, that's intriguing. I mean, the gloves and the hands, the gloves and the greaves are probably the easiest to get. For sure, a hidden helmet. Guess not. Part is I'm pretty sure only one piece of gear can drop from an enemy at a time. So, and sometimes you'll get like the last time I got Greaves 5 times, and then I got his armor, which I don't want his armor. I have the armor piece that I want. I have the standard unaltered variant of the Banished Knight armor, which I think looks significantly cooler. Theory, you can go get a talisman that also gives you a boost in discoverability, or if you're like an arcane, increases your discoverability. Good weapon, not what we're here for. I actually do really like this sword. It's got a very mobile moveset in comparison to a lot of the other greatswords that are just kind of bonk, 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 bonk type things. That one's actually like, it's got some good swordsmanship to it. Big fan of that. And obviously they look good because everything attached to the Banished Knights look good. Except for their duck foot. Power stance am I could. Or not, but I could in theory. per usual, I will be uploading the stream over to YouTube post it being over. It'll be there alongside of the other 22 episodes. Thank you very much for showing up and hanging out. I will see you guys tomorrow for a furtherance of our adventure. See you then. Adios.